19 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Redskins. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Redskins. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Redskin team as they interplay here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Yes.
So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
Now let's go!
On 1st and 10, Kane. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Set, 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively.
Guys,
and it likely
might be our first 3 and out all season.
So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. It's Josh Allen that'll be orchestrating the offense, a 6'5" quarterback from Wyoming.
In his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
throwing on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Toward the sideline.
Good job.
Look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now it's Hines. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover. The numbers for him from a week ago, 13 carries, 61 yards.
And they've already clinched a playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out. Other teams' philosophy, continue to do what you're doing best. I expect them to go ahead and use their top guys all the way through this one.
Here we go now.
On play action, Allen rolling to his right. 8 yards
Job.
that time, able to take off, and the
A lot
result
crossing.
is a first down.
They covered it.
Offensively, they like their
They covered it.
situation, so
They
tried to
covered
take a
it.
shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle.
Wow.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line.
Oh, wow.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. This is how they will line it up defensively for Washington. They've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means this is going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
Oh.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right.
Okay. Damn. They stayed there. They stayed there.
Back at the 9-yard
All right.
line.
All right. All right. All right. Take your money. Take your money. They stayed there.
You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But
Wow.
they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Now Brown, after the made field goal, gets set for the kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
On 1st down, Kane throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And at a 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Patriot! Hurry up, here we go!
Throwing on 1st down, Kane. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick.
Good job, Boye!
End zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. That means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Job, Boye.
Extra point attempt here still to come. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Out comes the Washington offense as we get a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. If this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
And they'll run it here. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Time to peek at the defensive starters. Here they are for Philadelphia. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long.
Man, that's a lot. 23 against the run?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5.
Still 2nd down.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun, Kane. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from me a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 3-19.
On 1st and 10, Kane. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Now let's go.
Off play action. Kane. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him.
Wow, 15. Wow.
Competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Operating from the gun. Kane. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Give him 11 yards that time on return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. What we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position #1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
They go play action here on first down. Going for the deep ball.
Bomb. Bomb.
And at the 7-yard line.
Bomb. Good job.
And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
Bomb. Good job.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation.
Watch it now, Barney!
Here's Hines on the toss play. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. Well, that was a quick hitter drive. They had the huge play to get him down near the goal line, and then they run it in. I don't know that the defense ever had a chance to catch their breath.
A lot of the time now when we see people hit big plays, and each team defines a big play their own way, 10, 15-yard gains. In this case, it was a huge gain. They often want to hurry up and go right away. Keep the momentum going, hit them again, and I think we just saw that there. The second play resulted in pay dirt.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. One play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
No, check! Patriot! Hot!
Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So one quarter in the books on a cold December afternoon. Already 17-0 our score. We'll head back to FedEx Field after this timeout.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you and you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Now let's go! 3-19!
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter,
You're in peril.
you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. on the ground they go with a running back.
That was crazy.
Get this only up to about the 35. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. Look at the spin. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. This is Hines. Space to maneuver at the 40. As they finally wrangle him in at the 48. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there. Either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch it now, Barney.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted.
What happened there? Wow.
Instead, 2nd down.
Wow, I don't even know what happened there.
Happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Oh, wow.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right in midfield after a gain of only a couple.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd.
Hurry up, here we go. Green.
From midfield, here's Allen. He completes it to Bryant. And he's got this down to the 35. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run with Hines. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hurry, hurry, hurry. Hurry, hurry.
Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's Allen.
Crosser.
This one caught
Oh, wow.
by Cooper. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at
Oh,
the
wow.
26-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep
Crosser.
on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
Take our 4th and 4.
Allen gonna go on 4th down.
Good job. Tight end all out.
And this will be caught.
Tight end all out.
The field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again,
Fraction
or they can go
foot.
play action and try and put
Of
it in
course he
that way.
does. I saw that.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Now the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Washington offense as we get a look at the playoff race in the NFC. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, and normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. When
you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hurry up, here we go. Boo, line it.
On first down, Kane. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Redskins on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8.
Hurry up, here we go.
From the gun, Kane. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain. Down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
The Redskins send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Hines. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Forced out. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. The Eagles send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken at the 37. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
There's still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Let's go. 3-19.
To throw on 2nd down. Kane, it's complete on the bubble screen. That's Perry. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to weigh to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They begin the drive with Hines. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. The Eagles on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is third down and 12.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now Allen. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On play action, Allen. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes a timeout. And now we're set to get going. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. We'll start with a rematch in the infamous botched field goal try in the 06 playoffs. Dallas in town to take on Seattle. And it's the Cowboys who are out in front. The Cowboys looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. From there, let's head down the West Coast to Oakland to check on the Raiders. And they trail the visiting Denver Broncos in that one. The Broncos seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting New York Giants. Deshaun Watson, 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. In the game you're watching, it was Josh Allen who was on target in that first half. His guys have just about put this one on ice already. As for the call of the second half, we turn things back over to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they'll run it here. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside.
Tell you what we're gonna do right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
Allen now on 1st down. His throw incomplete.
Oh, wow.
Barnes, former first-rounder, there to break that one up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
No, check, Patriot, Patriot. Here we go now.
And they'll go on the ground. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Eagles on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, it's Allen.
Oh, wow.
Throw, but incomplete.
Wow. Can't miss that, dog.
But no
You can't.
second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
that's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
And on the ground they go with a running back. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
All right, here we go.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back.
Oh, wow.
A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out leveraging the defensive front to
Bullshit.
create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Now the Redskin offense will stay out there and go for two.
All right, here we go.
Operating from the gun. Kane trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They begin with Henry.
Oh, wow.
He will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Now let's go.
Allen now to throw on
Crosser.
second down.
Oh, damn.
Over the middle, complete. That's
Crosser, wow.
He's able to get up here to the 26. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one
Crosser,
to run
wow.
against it because you're running away from people on it.
All right, guys, come on. They're still playing. We didn't took our foot off the gas.
The Eagles on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To the air, Allen.
Oh, wow.
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for
Oh, wow.
a sack.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room.
Oh, all right, guys. All right.
They'll send out their punter now. as he's on here to punt it away. And taken right on the 30. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And these numbers showing up on the screen, that's why he's their star. They kept him down for a little bit, couldn't keep him down for a full 4 quarters.
But what they were hoping for was a half of a game. And if they could have shut it down at the half, they had done their job. But as you mentioned, a full 4 quarters, and the best, they always feel like they're one run away from changing the momentum or breaking something big, and we're starting to see that here in the second half.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one good for 10 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Leopard! Hurry up, here we go!
And they'll go with the ground attack here. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Now let's go!
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Man, wow, these guys, boy, all of a sudden they're playing.
Second and 9 now from the 21.
All right, here we go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen. And avoids the contact by sliding. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Eagles on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback.
Oh, God damn it. You know what? These guys just cheat.
But we have a marker on the field.
I mean, they just cheat.
Block in the back. Offense.
That's just bullshit. That's just bullshit.
So this will be accepted as it moves
That's just
the
bullshit.
offense
That's just
backwards.
bullshit. Now watch, something bad gonna happen here. You watch what I tell you. You watch what I tell you. I know how this game operates. I know how it operates.
All right, here we go. 3:19.
gonna throw.
Told you. I told you. I told you I know how this game operates. That's a crosser. I know how this game operates. They made him miss this throw. Oh man, it's just too predictable. It's just look how they made him. Come on, man. It's just too predictable. It's just too predictable. It's just too predictable.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
It's just too predictable.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. A strong run. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and that will come the offense's.
It's just too predictable, guys.
Set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it.
It's just too predictable.
There's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
Ball start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still first down.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Come on, Purdy.
And they'll run it here. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard, 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
God dang it.
Now let's go. Green 30.
To throw on 2nd down. Kane throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And they'll go on the ground, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd and 2, Kane.
Good job.
Incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The Redskins send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, here we go. Boom!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slowed it down. And in week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Oh, wow. That's not what I want to do.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go now.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargreaves, the one who was there defensively.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green.
Off the play fake. Kane. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man.
Here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with a
Just
football
amazing what they
trailing
do.
here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field.
All right, here we go. Blue line it. Blue line it.
Throwing on 1st down. Kane, sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Oh.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Hot.
From the gun, Kane got his man complete over the middle. It's Perry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, as the play call comes in on 3rd down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
The Redskins on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Here we go. 3-19.
Operating from the gun. Kane finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. As you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
This is taken at his 4. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. He
Bomb.
the fire deep.
Bomb.
And at the 7-yard
Good job.
Is made. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf.
Good job.
And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Now Bell. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now Allen. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is into the end zone.
Good job, guys.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. As his guys are in for 6. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
You're nuts. We was up 27-3. Those guys were coming back.
Ahead of time that maybe
Good job.
Some revenge or they just don't like them. But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Extra point attempt to follow here. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone.
Oh, shit. What are we doing? What are we doing?
Is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Washington offense as we get a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Green 39.
On 1st and 10, Kane. It's caught. Corliss left side. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Looking to throw. Kane. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Redskins on 3rd down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now they'll run on the draw.
Oh, wow.
An alley to run. And able to get this
Trip
one
this up.
across the 45.
Trip this
before
up.
he's
Trip this
brought
up. Okay.
down. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
We'll definitely see
Have
some
all those you
running
want.
lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
On first down, Kane. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the
Now
marker.
let's go. 319. 319.
From the gun, Kane. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations,
Hurry up, here we
but
go.
a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he's going to fight his
You have
way
all those you
through
want,
for a
baby.
modest gain.
Have all those you want.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Hurry up, here we go. 319.
Looking to throw on second down. Kane over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The Redskins on third down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Green 39. Green 39.
Operating from the gun. Kane. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise. But how about the coverage there, able to bat it down?
Job, Jeff.
Philadelphia Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz,
This might be my back leg.
Don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here's Allen to throw it. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Leopard! All right, here we go.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. 3-19.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. A give to Henry. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. The Eagles on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it again with Henry. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
All right.
This late in the game,
Take a penalty and then punt.
Maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Throwing on first down. Kane throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Blue 90.
From the gun, Kane. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 1st and 10, Kane toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Set. Blue 90.
On first down, Kane, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Oh, boy, my guys cannot catch.
Is it wasn't me in that situation, because one of the toughest things about defending the deep ball is not panicking, because the longer you run with a receiver, you're trying to figure out, am I close to him? Can I make a play on the football? Will I be there when the ball actually arrives, what we call the moment of truth? And in this case, the defender did not panic, stayed right with it, and batted it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And that will write a finish to this ball game. A road win in the National Football League.
Coach Gill, how?
Take that